Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yandan with Evening News. The headlines. Union Minister for Finance and Corporate Affairs Nirmala Sitharaman says regulators and other entities should be well advanced to ensure that there is no misuse of technologies. Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya says the dream of developed India can be realized only if its citizens are healthy. Commissioner of Police Dimapur, Rothihu Tetseo, says law and order situation in Dimapur peaceful and under control. And Secretary General Nagaland Olympic Association, Metha, says we can use sports as a platform to unify the Nagas. Now the news in detail. Union Minister for Finance and Corporate Affairs Nirmala Sitharaman today said that regulators and other entities should be well advanced and ahead of the curve in understanding digitization to ensure that there is no misuse of technologies. Sitharaman was speaking at even the flag of iconic day celebrations of the Corporate Affairs Ministry as part of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. She emphasized the need to have firewall mechanisms in the context of digitization. Sitharaman said compliance burden for 2 lakh small companies were reduced during pandemic. At the event, Sitharaman also launched the National CSR Exchange Portal. Corporate Affairs Secretary Rajesh Verma said the ministry will be coming out with various tools, including for compliance management, and emphasized its focus on technology-driven platforms to facilitate ease of doing business. Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya said that the dream of developed India can be realized only if its citizens are healthy. Addressing World Food Safety Day celebration in New Delhi today, Mandaviya said a healthy citizen makes a healthy society. He said Narendra Modi government has established health and wellness centers across the country to provide affordable and accessible health care for all. The health minister highlighted that in the last few years, health care has also seen a holistic development in the country. He said states have an important role in ensuring food safety and healthy food practices. Mandaviya said it is a need of the hour that all the citizens come together to ensure a healthy nation. Mandaviya also launched the logo for Ayurveda Ahar and said this will help in creating a unique identity of Ayurveda Ahar for easy identification and its proven benefits to improve health and well-being. Commissioner of Police Dimapur, Rothihu Tetseo, said law and order situation in Dimapur over the past 6 months has been peaceful and under control. Addressing a press conference at Dimapur yesterday, Tetseo said the police have been putting extra enforcement to control extortion and illegal taxation activities under District Action Plan. He also said since the implementation of the District Action Plan on September 16, 2021, extortion cases have come down. Tetseo further said that 137 theft cases were registered, topping the list of crimes, followed by 49 cases of violation of Nagaland Legal Total Prohibition Act, 38 extortion cases, and 34 cases under Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act. Only 1 case each was registered for crimes under special and local laws, Information Technology Act, Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act and Dacoity Act. In regard to theft cases registered, two-wheelers theft case was the highest, of which 40% of cases have been solved. To this, Tetseo appealed all two-wheeler owners to take ownership of their recovered vehicles and park them in safe zones. Further, the Dimapur Traffic Police have so far issued challans to 7,500 defaulters. Secretary General Nagaland Olympic Association and Associate Vice President, Athletics Federation of India, Metha, said we can use sports and wrestling as a platform to unify the Nagas. Speaking at a felicitation program for the winner of the first All India Traditional Wrestling and Bankrashan Federation Cup, Metha said wrestling is deeply rooted in the Naga society, culture, heritage, and a way of life, and a part of our history and tradition. Congratulating the wrestlers, Metha called upon the players and the officials to implement the learning from the exposure by teaching the others so that Nagas can grow and excel in sports. The Nagaland team, comprising of 15 players, won 21 medals and bagged the third position in group championship. During the program, certificates of honor and medals were given to the winning wrestlers. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. The monthly District Planning and Development Board DPDP Kifere meeting for the month of June was held under the Chairman DPDP Kifere and NLA Deputy Speaker T. Yangso Sanktam at Pungro headquarters today. During the meeting, Yang Seo appreciated the close coordination between the DPDP members and civil societies for the progress of the district. He also acknowledged the officers for extending all possible help for the upliftment of the citizens. In the meeting, proposal for construction of food processing at Seyochum, creation of primary health care center at Genti village, sanction of fund for repair and renovation of district house Bharat Scouts and Guides at Nirmala, proposal for function drinking water in government school, upgradation of GMS to GHS station P. Kifere, and LADP scheme were approved by the House. Earlier, the NLA Deputy Speaker planted tree sapling commemorating the World Environment Day. Yangso said the NLA has passed a resolution not to accept wild animals as gift so as to preserve the flora and fauna. The Deputy Speaker also emphasized on the need to ban logging, saying that it would make the forest barren and urged the gathering to spread a message of planting trees wherever possible. Longmatra Village Council conducted Mahila Sabha, or Women Only Gram Sabha, today at Longmatra Village Council Hall, Kifere. The young fellow of National Institute of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj, as part of creating model Gram Panchayat clusters project under the Ministry of Rural Development and Panchayat Raj, was the facilitator of the program. The Mahila Sabha is a meeting of women which takes place before the Gram Sabha to address issues related to women. It is an independent body which stands for the empowerment of women in the village. Women from the village and council members, head GB, and other officials from the village participated in the program and later discussed the major challenges and issues in the village, especially for women. ESC Futsero Riku Kutso informed that 2 carcasses of full-grown pigs were dumped near Sipi in Purba village along the Futsero Peg Road by unidentified persons, causing a grave threat to public health and safety. Kutso said spot verification was conducted along with police, village authorities, NGO, and Department of Veterinary and Animal Husbandry Futsero, and the carcasses were safely disposed of and due investigation is being carried out. Kutso cautioned the general public to remain vigilant against such cases and report immediately to the concerned authorities. Head of Office All India Radio Kohima has invited sealed tenders from the registered firm for hiring of taxis or private taxis as and when required during the period from July 1, 2022 to 30th of June, 2023. Assistant Director of Program and Transport Officer L.K. Muluni said the tenderers are required to submit the tender in the prescribed form by quoting their rates both in figures and words along with photocopy of registration, insurance and others. The officer informed that forms along with terms and conditions can be obtained from AIR office on all working days till 16th of this month between 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. by paying 200 rupees in cash. The last date for submission of sealed tender is June 17 up to 1 p.m. and will be opened the same day at 2 p.m. in the presence of tenderers or their representatives. Further, the transport officer reserves all the rights to accept or reject any or all tenders without assigning any reason. And now to end the news, here are the main points again. Union Minister for Finance and Corporate Affairs Nirmala Sitharaman says regulators and other entities should be well advanced to ensure that there is no misuse of technologies. Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya says the dream of developed India can be realized only if its citizens are healthy. Commissioner of Police Dimapur, Rothihu Tetseo, says law and order situation in Dimapur peaceful and under control. And Secretary General Nagaland Olympic Association, Apu Metha, says we can use sports as a platform to unify the Nagas. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.